That's Politics Baby is a simple party game for 3 or more players. It takes about 10 minutes per player to play the game. I personally recommend an optimal group of 5 to 6 people, as that keeps the length manageable and the competition more well-rounded. At the beginning of the game, the 2 party plaques representing the supporting and opposing candidates will be given to the first and second player. These 2 players are now either in support or opposition, respectively, over whatever stance is drawn. The next player clockwise of these 2 players is the reader. The reader will draw a card at the beginning of the turn and read it aloud. There is some additional narrative that they can read if they so desire. It's best if the reader makes it fun and presents the stance in a sillier way. The opposing candidate will go first. They can take up to 15 seconds to think about the stance and what they will say. After that, the opposing candidate will present their argument for 30 seconds. Once the opposing candidate is finished, the supporting candidate can do the same, taking 15 seconds to prepare and 30 seconds to present. After both candidates have presented their arguments, all of the non-candidate players, including the reader, will vote for which player they like the best. They are allowed to vote or abstain from voting for any player for any reason. Players vote by placing a colored voting cube in their hand. Once everyone is ready, players will reveal their votes and tally the total. If one player has a majority, then that candidate gets 2 points. If the losing player has at least 1 vote, they gain 1 point. If the losing player has no votes, they do not score any points this turn. If both players are tied, then the swing state die is rolled. On a 1, 2, or 3, the opposing candidate wins. On a 4, 5, or 6, the supporting candidate wins. If all players abstain from voting, then no points are scored this turn. After scores have been resolved, the political party plaques will move to the next player clockwise and a new turn begins. The first player to reach 7 points wins the game.